Mm-hmm. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on what time zone you're in or what time you're watching this video. Well, we have Ed Sheeran, who is arguably one of my favorite artists ever. I've been to so many of his concerts, and he's by far one of the most talented live performers there has ever been. He stands up there in the ranks of like Ren with me. What an amazing songwriter, singer, musician, instrumentalist, just everything. And he's releasing a new album very soon, which I'm very excited about. But I had to put off listening to any of the songs he was releasing until I had things set up and ready to actually like record. But we're finally at that point. And so here we are listening to Old Phone, which I think is one of two new releases he's done recently. And I am very excited. So without further ado, I love you all. Let's jump right in, shall we? So I was just about to record, and I realized I hadn't read the text on the screen. But apparently, he had people send in videos and pictures from their old phones. And then they got to go to a concert, I'm assuming, at a pub, which is where he was going to be. And that's absolutely amazing. I think that's brilliant. It's a way to give people the ability to kind of tap into their past and share things that meant a lot to them. I'm excited to see where this goes.
I found my old phone today in a box that I had hidden away. Nostalgia trying to lead me astray. Maybe I'll unright some wrong. I charge the battery again. Combinations cause my passcode had changed. Opened up and saw familiar names. Now I wonder where they've gone. Conversations with my dead friends. Messages from all my exes. I kinda think that this was best left in the past where it belongs. I feel an overwhelming sadness of all the friends I do not have left. Seeing how my family has fractured, growing up and moving on. I found my old phone today.
Damn, I was kind of expecting this to be about the happier moments, the cherished moments that he's going back to revisit from his old phone. This kind of took a sadder, heavier tone, because obviously Ed, if you've been following him, he's gone through a lot in the last couple of years, and he's lost people, and his life has changed completely from who he was a long time ago. But in that time, it's like, of course, revisiting memories of things that you held cherished in moments that you had maybe had time to move on from is actually more hurt than it is help. And that's kind of what he's feeling as he's picking up this phone. And I love that he says, like, I'm trying out the old passwords again. I'm trying to figure out which one it is, because isn't it weird how like sometimes when you go back to like think about stuff from the past, it's like muscle memory, right? They just come flowing back to you, and eventually you'll figure it out. And then that's kind of like the feeling of the emotions that he's going through in that moment. It's like there are these emotions that he used to have and he used to exist at that time, and now he's kind of slipping back into it like muscle memory. And I really think that's such a beautiful, nostalgic, and in this sense, it's also sometimes a tragic feeling, because it's like those times have gone past. But you really feel that in the way that he sings this, and it's like the way the music slows down, and as he starts to see all the hard things that he has to go look back at, like, it's so brilliant. I also really like that he opened up with, I think, like a BlackBerry, which is like, it's a phone from so long ago, but everyone had one, or I actually didn't, but a lot of people did. And that's the phone that he's looking at and going through, but then it's bringing back all these memories, and just the whole thing so far is just, it's nostalgic but tragic. I love it.
I found my old phone today. Arguments that I tried to keep at bay. The ones who love me, I just push them away.
That's hard.
My close hand still holds a mate, but if I'm open it gets smaller day by day. I can't tell if it is pleasure or pain, trying to keep within my reach.
Yeah, I want to see him. Come on here, Ed.
Conversations with my dead friends, messages from all my exes. I kinda think that this was best left there in the past where it belongs. I feel an overwhelming sadness of all the friends I do not have left, seeing how my family has fractured, going up and moving on.
The video that I submitted is
Okay, I want to pause for 1 second just so I don't forget to say this, but I love how like this second verse that we come to, it's a little bit of a like he's learning. He's revisiting some of the things in his past, and he's thinking about the things that could have gone better, like some of the people that he let go of because he didn't know whether to trust them or not. Because he mentions he thought they were leeches, but he just didn't understand that they were there for him. But you can see that this is a slow like understanding that he's coming to of like even in those dark times where he let people go, like there is also light, and that starts to kind of almost like seep into the music itself as we get this more like upbeat, starting to scale upbeat version of the song, right? The music is starting to get a little bit more inspiring as opposed to being a little more slow, tame, hollowed, right? And that's almost like this is what it is to go through these experiences, right? It's this understanding that like your past may have been difficult and the things that you experienced might have been so damn hard. But when you're able to revisit them and actually go back and evaluate and think about and actually cherish the nuggets of happiness within those hardships, life gets a lot easier. And he's even learning from those things that happened to him and taking lessons from those moments. And this is life, right? Like sometimes you're going to make mistakes. Sometimes things are going to go horribly wrong, and sometimes for no reason at all. Like for no rhyme or reason, things can just suck and things can be so bad. But amidst all that, there is also happiness. There is also moments that you'll cherish and moments that will build you up into the person that you are and the happiness that you achieve. And it's finding a way to really resonate with the happiness and the joys that makes this life worth living. But you won't get there without having those moments of lows, right? Because those lows help you kind of really compare those highs, and it lets you really dive into the emotion of those highs. And that's what you're starting to feel in the instrumentation of the song too, as we start to pick up more into an upbeat, inspirational aspect to this. But at the end of the day, I just want to reiterate is that, yeah, life can be very, very hard. But remember that there's a lot of good that happens in life too. And sometimes we just have to remember to look for that as much as even though it's so much easier to fall into this motion of like looking for all the pains and the sorrows that we have, because it's almost like you build an addiction to the sadness. But don't let that hold you down from feeling that happiness, from feeling that joy that can come from life too. You just have to remember that it is there as well, and to look for it while you revisit other things.
The video that I submitted is a video of our two girls. They are 2 of 5. These 2 are on this side of heaven, the other 3 are on the other side. I think in the video I sent, our oldest was about to turn 12 and our youngest was 4. And they were just goofing off and just being sisters. And that was it.
I love it.
I ended up submitting a video of my friends and I playing in the snow at midnight 2 days after my long-term boyfriend and I had broken up. Like,
wow.
I'm happy now, and I think that's like the most important thing.
Yeah.
And I hope that he's happy too.
The video is me and my grandmother dancing at a wedding. She had so much life, so much joy in her heart and her spirit, and we're just moving around like it's just us 2 in the world. And I miss her. She passed away a couple years ago, but she's amazing.
It was really cool. to watch that and to be able to just share with him some of our stories. That was nice.
Today, so full of love yet so full of hate. I put it back inside there from whence it came. Nothing good will come from regretting. Conversations with my dead friends, messages from all my exes. I kinda think that this was best left there in the past where it belongs. I feel an overwhelming sadness of all the friends I do not have left. Seeing how my family has fractured, growing up and moving on. I found my old phone today.
Wow.
I wanted to just make it feel like the song does, which is, raw, stripped back, emotional, nostalgic, and special.
Ed, everything you do is special. Wow. Yeah, this feels very, I don't know, like this Ed Sheeran has so many sides to him as an artist, right? He has this ability to tap into the what is popular, what will make a hit. But he also has this outrageous ability to really channel emotions and really, like he said, strip away everything down to where it's raw. And you really get that in this song, right? It's the emotions that you experience when you're like revisiting a past that may have been hard. There were hardships there, and you're reflecting on all those moments that you went through. And it's just so real, because that does happen. You can get stuck in that loop of feeling all the regrets that came from the moments that came before this. And he even says, kind of in the song, he mentions like he gets stuck in that regret, and that can happen. But I think what's inspiring about this song is, like, even looking at the video itself, like, this song is made with that in mind. It's made with that in mind, that people will go through this experience, and this is actually to let you know that you're not alone in that experience. In that, like, sometimes when you revisit your past, it hurts. It's painful. Knowing that you're not the only one that can go through that feeling can help so much, and that's exactly what this song is made for. This is what this event was for. It's about gathering people to revisit parts of their life, and some of them that might have been difficult, but others that inspire you, right? Others that make you feel so happy, so just swelling with joy, and to share in that with other people, so that you know that even in those darkest times, you're never alone. And in your happiest times, you can share that passion, that love, and that energy with the others around you. And in doing so, we create this vulnerability and unity and togetherness that makes life feel more full and content. And that's what this song is truly about. It's about taking our memories, taking those things that we've gone through, using those to help build not just ourselves up, but those around us up, because they really are part of what make us who we are. And revisiting them can, yes, be truly painful, and it can be truly like, you can be filled with regret. But if you remember that part of that is, like, life is going to be pain, and through that pain we learn how to love, we learn how to live, we learn how to compare it to our best moments, and make those best moments really truly come alive, and make ourselves truly come alive through the experiences that we've had. And that's, I think, the true power of this video. I really love, like, this whole section here, having, like, those that came to actually show their videos and their pictures, like, give voice to their memories, is so beautiful. Like, I want to watch this again, because it's so great. And look at the way Ed Sheeran, like, behaves with these people. It's like they've been friends forever. Especially, like, at the end with the man who's telling the story about his grandma. Like, Ed's like leaning and talking to him like they've been buddies forever. And I think that's the magic that comes from not just this event, but music, as well as having someone like Ed Sheeran who who really understands what it's like to be human, and tries to find that connection in everybody else that he spends that he is around, and you see that here.
The video that I submitted is a video of our two girls. They are 2 of 5. These 2 are on this side of heaven, the other 3 are on the other side. I think in the video I sent, our oldest was about to turn 12 and our youngest was 4. And they were just goofing off and just being sisters. And that was it.
I ended up submitting a video of my friends and I playing in the snow at midnight, 2 days after my long-term boyfriend and I had broken up. Like, I'm happy now, and I think that's like the most important thing. And I hope that he's happy too.
I love that so much.
The video is me and my grandmother dancing at a wedding. She had so much life, so much joy in her heart and her spirit, and we're just moving around like it's just us 2 in the world. And I miss her. She passed away a couple years ago, but she's amazing.
It was really cool to watch that and to be able to just share with him some of our stories. That was nice.
Like, damn, man. Like, it makes you emotional just watching that. And imagine being there. But imagine if this is how easy it was. Or like, if people opened up more to the idea of sharing themselves and sharing their vulnerabilities, their pains, but also their joys and their love in more of an open feeling. And I love that that event enabled everybody to get to that point. And you can see how much more they are, like, they appreciate, not necessarily as like they appreciate the stuff more, but they're able to dive into their appreciation more of those moments. Even though there was some hardships associated with this moment, there you can now see so much love and happiness on the faces of those people attending the event. And that's simply because they're able to connect and share their feelings, their thoughts, their time, and their memories in a way that is like just connected to everyone else there. And it literally brings everyone else up as well. It brings up your energy, it brings up your happiness, it brings up your appreciation, your love, all of that. Wow, that was awesome. I'm so glad that he did this. Like, this is such a brilliant thought and a brilliant event, and I hope that everyone, just generally speaking, finds a way to open up and be more communicative about their emotions, but also with their emotions. Because look at how awesome it can be. Wow, holy! I did not expect this to get so deep, but I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that your week is better than your day, your month is better than your week, and your year is better than your month. Love you all, and I will see you on the next one.